Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Dungeons and Dragons, issue number 1, A Darkened Wish. Yeah, this is a brand new IDW comic book, Dungeons and Dragons flavor, and like Jim Zub just killing all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. It's pretty cool. I went digital because I didn't think I was going to buy this comic book. I found out much later that it was coming out. It happens. And yeah, still being asked how you should do this. So, okay, yeah, I'm going to figure I'm going to do this. I mean, it's Jim Zub. I like Jim Zub. So let's get started on this. We got written by B. Dave Walter. Wait, what? What's going on? Where's Jim Zub? Jim Zub has written everything Dungeons and Dragons for the past, what, 2 freaking years plus? Yeah, longer than 2 years. He's been doing, who's this B. Dave Walters guy? Okay, I don't know how good I feel about this, but we'll check it out. All right, so let's get started. All right, written by B. Dave Walters, art by Tess Fowler, colors by Jay Photos, and letters by Tom B. Long. There's this redheaded girl named Helene, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, and she's supposed to join this cult type order, the celestial being thing that her parents are into and like everybody in the family's been into, but it's supposed to be a choice. So she makes her choice. I want to leave. I don't want to be a part of anything. I want to leave. I'm out. I'm peace, yo. So she bounces her with her father's blessing, but it's very unorthodox, so it's weird. So she leaves, but it's, whatevs. And she meets 2 of her friends who she helps save from wolves who do nothing to help her back, but, whatever. They seem to be pretty cool peeps. What do you call it? Pretty good at making friends, or so we think. But meanwhile, there's this war that's going on in the future. Okay, see, all this stuff is like a backdrop, this war thing, and we see a very older version of Helene. Like, visibly, her skin is, scarred and wrinkly and all that. And they're in war with somebody, like, is he here? Is he here? And it's like, who the hell are they talking about? What the hell are you talking about? And at one point, like, oh my God, I can't believe it. He's actually here. There he is. And we don't see anything. We don't see it, but we see there's a big battle, like a pretty big war. Like, this city is under siege big time. And like, the forces have actually started clashing. So it's pretty bad. And, we go back to the old story, the back in the day story, the origin story, so to speak. And we see Helene wants to join the White Sails. That's this group out of, not too far out of Moonshay. And they want to, be pirate soldier types, soldiers on the sea. Anyhow, her and these other people, they get there and they're all going to do the same thing. This cool dragonborn is like a red-scaled dragonborn, and these 2 twins that have like healing type magic, but it's more than that. And yeah, meet a whole bunch of cool peeps. And what have you. They wind up getting themselves into a whole lot of trouble. They meet this one creature. I'm not familiar with this creature, but it looks an awful lot like a kenku. I'm just saying. This thing is telepathic and all that. And what I found really awesome about this is that the bird is actually reading the minds of these people. These people who are they're basically slavers. He's reading the minds of them and blurting out loud what they're thinking, maybe what they're about to say to each other. Wow, that was actually really innovative. I liked that. That was probably one of my favorite things. No, that was definitely one of my favorite. That was probably my favorite thing about the book, but there was a lot to like about it. Later on, we find out exactly who it is that they were talking about, because we show a scene from the end days, is it? And we meet that person in the background story, the origin story, which means that this entire series that we'll be reading, however many issues this is going to go to, we're going to be watching this character wondering, what are the signs? When is he going to turn? Okay, for a Dungeons and Dragons book not written by Jim Zub, this was pretty badass. This was a seriously awesome book. It took a couple page turns to really get into it, but make no mistake, dude, B. Dave Walters, sorry, it's plural apparently. This dude came out of nowhere and just hit a big old Superman punch and just knocked a whole deck of people out. This was a really solid comic book. I'm a huge Dungeons and Dragons fan myself. Like to get around to the role-playing whenever I can. Personally, I do the Marvel Superheroes Advanced Role-Playing Game System just for the sake of conversation because it fits with the channel. But oh yeah, somebody asked me to play some D&D. It's not like I'm going to be like, no. I'm like, yeah, what are we playing? I'll bring my own stuff. I'll bring my dice, bring my books. I'll bring my own character sheet. We good, baby. But yeah. So this was solid, man. This was solid. The art was really good. The storytelling was fantastic. I enjoyed this comic book. And yeah, I'm probably going to have to go and buy it twice now. I'm probably going to go and get the physical copy. I think this is the first book that B. Dave Walters has ever written that I've read. So yeah, hoping to meet him one day and get him to sign this book and be like, hey, check it out, man. This is a good book. Thank you very much. But in the meantime, that's going to be it for me. Definitely consider getting this book, guys. If you're a Dungeons & Dragons book, this should be a must-have. Ching! Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.